not like thinking about negative things like authority and fucking, you know, rich pharmaceutical companies and gelatin because I'm vegan and shit. And all that nasty stuff that I've been associated with medication. Because, I mean, I was raised by a naturopath. And, you know, first time and we didn't do a lot of the vaccines because we didn't really believe in that. And we never got sick. And then I went on the pill and then I was a teenager. And then I think my immune system got crappier. And I also did the Depo-Provera injection. That stuff is nasty and it's banned in lots of countries, but not in the US, not in Australia or New Zealand. Or I was in New Zealand. So it's funny, the immune system gets weaker, but dietary choices too. But, you know, to have to do something so backwards in some ways, it went against all my beliefs. No wonder I was so angry and resentful. No wonder I didn't get healthier, right? It makes sense. Well, so I'm trying to change that. So now if I look at it and it's got smiley faces on it, it's kind of like this weird psychological thing. Because then I look at it and I go, oh, it's like I'm taking a health supplement. If I had been raised with lots of medicines and belief in doctors rather than a naturopath, osteopath, etc., an acupuncturist, then I might be okay with it, but I'm not. And if I wasn't vegan, and I have so much information and knowledge about animal testing, so it makes it really hard. It's like I'm in bed with the enemy, and with the Dexy being a steroid too. You know, that makes sense, right?
It does. Look, it's different for every single person. That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
When my blood pressure started going up, I felt like I had an elephant on my chest.
Oh shit.
And it would come and go. And when I went to my doctor, I'll get to my point. He took my blood pressure. It was like 140 on 110.
Okay.
And he's a GP, but a former cardiologist.
Okay.
And he's like, I can't let you go out of here. You've got to take this starting today, because the lower one was really high, and that's dangerous. And once I started taking it, oh God, I feel so much better. That anxiety gone. The elephant's gone. Now, when it goes back up again, I know I need another dose, which is 12 hours later. It's just what works for me. But I found energetically as well, some medications, you just really do need to take them. You see, you've got the aspect of genetics, then you've got, okay, there's the psychosomatic reason. I mean, I looked at psychosomatically, is there something wrong with me and I've got high blood pressure? No, it's genetics kicking in and I can't do anything about it as such, except regulate it with exercise and diet and what have you. But you do find that some medications energetically can help you as well. So it's a factor of things, and I think everyone has to sort of tune into their own energy, really listen to their bodies. Their bodies are I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my worst enemy. Listen to your body.
Well, you know, that's interesting. Do you know, okay, so back in the day, a long, long time ago, when doctors, GPs were doing more natural medicines, and then they were, at some point, they made synthetic versions of them. So I'm talking about not when they used to use leeches, but around that kind of time. So they would take more natural things and they would make synthetic versions. And I know people who take things for thyroid, for underactive thyroxine. It's actually not heavily chemical or anything. It's just a synthetic version of something. A hormone. Yeah. So a natural hormone, which some people don't have enough of. So they have underactive or overactive thyroid. So for underactive, you take medication.
Yeah, you take that.
Exactly. So that kind of thing I understand, and I don't know why Panadol works or aspirin works, but it does work. Does help.
Aspirin's anti-inflammatory. Panadol is antipyretic.
But there's ways of getting, and not everyone is keen on acupuncture or acupressure, because that's great for anti-inflammatory, and it doesn't always work straight away.
Aspirin is salicylic acid, which is from the willow tree. That's a natural source.
So that's what I was talking about. So those kind of things, if you know where it comes from originally. I do feel strongly, though, that they have gone too chemical, too mass-produced, too heavily reliant on things, and too much animal testing. And it's been proven you don't have to test on animals to make things. So, which reminds me, I saw good news. China is not going to test makeup. They're going to stop animal testing, but I think it hopefully doesn't just pertain to makeup. I just
had a really bad thought. They're going to stop animal testing because they're now doing human testing, like they do it with COVID.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, they are.